Okay, Double Jeopardy time. And our categories are
Cooking class. Panhandling.
pan in quotation marks,
The calendar. D in science. Jazz musician. And literary bears. Player 3. You go first
Cooking
in
class
this Double
400.
Jeopardy round. If you boil these before making them into hash browns, they'll stick together better and cook faster too. Yes, player 1?
what are potatoes?
Right.
Cooking class 800.
Player 1. To make bunny salad, use a chilled pear half for the bunny's body and a ball of cottage cheese for this appendage.
I always get mixed up on this clue, so I'm not going to try.
The correct response is the tail.
The tail. Cooking class 1200.
Player 1. Joy of Cooking suggests using these Thanksgiving berries in any recipes calling for red currants.
What are cranberries?
Yes, player 1? Is correct.
Cooking class for 1200. 1600. Answer. Daily double.
Answer. The first of the two daily doubles. You are in
I'll go for
first place.
3400. Answer.
Clue. The Chicken of the Sea website suggests making enchiladas with the albacore type of this.
What is salmon?
Even so,
Oh,
you are
no.
still in the lead. Here's what we wanted. Tuna.
Albacore tuna. Cooking class 2000.
You get, for the silver dollar type of these breakfast treats, drop the batter onto the griddle 1 tablespoon at a time.
What are pancakes?
Yes, player 1? Correct. You get to pick again, player 1.
Panhandling 400.
In 1508, Dutch author Desiderius Erasmus first used her name with box instead of the traditional vase or jar. Let's hear
What
it,
is
player
Pandora?
1. Please pick again.
The calendar
player
for
1.
400.
The Chinese assign each year an element as well as an animal. 1972 got rat and water, and 1976 dragon and this.
What is fire?
Yes, player 1? That's it.
The calendar for 800.
Player 1. 2 of the 4 months without a U.S. federal holiday. Player 2.
We're March and April.
Yes.
Yep, those are the ones.
Player 2. Start us.
Calendar for 1200.
March 25th was this day in Britain until adoption of the Gregorian calendar in 1752. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Easter?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we wanted. New Year's
New
Day.
Year's Day. Alright.
Player 2, back to you.
Jazz musicians for 4.
His What a Wonderful World, recorded in 1967, wasn't a U.S. hit until used in the 1987 film Good Morning Vietnam.
Who is Louis Armstrong?
Okay, player 1. Hey, you're right.
Calendar for 1600.
Player 1, start us. If you subtract the number of days in 2013 from the number of days in 2012, you'll end up with this many days.
Okay, 2012 was a
Okay,
leap year,
player
so that's
1.
366. 2013 had 365. What is 1? Calendar for 2000.
Please. At its center, the famous Aztec calendar stone depicts Tonatiuh, the god of this. Player 2.
What is rain? No.
That's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. Sun.
Sun, okay.
Player 1, back to you.
Literary bears for
Next
4.
select. This literary bear started life as a real teddy bear bought as a toy for Christopher Milne.
Who is Winnie the Pooh?
Yes, player 1? You're right.
Literary bears
Select
800.
again. Created by Walt Morey, this docile bear lives in the Alaskan wilderness. It's player
Who is
1.
Gentle Ben?
Right.
Same category, 1200.
Player 1. This bear got his name from the London train station where he was first found after arriving from Peru.
Who is Paddington Bear?
Player 1?
Literary bears for 1600.
Player 1. This doctor's island, you'll find a bear bull and an old woman made of vixen and bear. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Dr. Moreau?
You got it.
Literary bears for 2000.
Please. His story, The Bear, recounts an annual hunting expedition in Yoknapatawpha County, Mississippi. Here's the correct response. William Faulkner.
William Faulkner.
Select again.
Panhandling 800.
Cure-all. It's player 1.
What is Pandemic?
No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. Panacea.
Panacea. Panhandling 1200.
Select. These wide trousers extending from the waist to the ankles were popular in late 17th century England. Okay, player 1.
What are pantaloons?
Yep.
Panhandling for 1600.
Select a long, slender cigar. The correct response is Panatella.
Panatella. Okay.
Please pick again, player 1.
Panhandling 2000.
It's a sentence using all letters of the alphabet, such as Watch Jeopardy! Alex Trebek's fun TV quiz game. The correct response is Pangram.
Pangram.
Player 1.
Jazz Musicians 800.
Ray Brown, Percy Heath, and Charles Mingus were stand-up guys as masters of this instrument. Yes, player 1?
What is the trumpet?
Sorry,
Nope.
that's wrong. Anyone else? It's player 2.
The bass?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we
Funny
needed.
again. All right, let's get back into this. Player 2 has control. It's the more common name for solid CO2. Player 1?
What is dry ice?
Is correct.
I'll take Dean Science 800.
Okay, dumbbell front raises strengthen and tone these large muscles that cover the shoulder. Player 1?
What are the deltoids?
That's correct.
Dean Science for 1200, please.
Well, it's the area of light winds and calms in equatorial regions. How depressing. Here's what we wanted. Doldrums.
Doldrums. I should have known that. Jazz
You
Musicians
again,
1200.
player. When Tommy Dorsey died in 1956, this older brother assumed leadership of the Dorsey Brothers Orchestra. Yes, player 2.
Who is Jimmy Dorsey? Yeah! Yes.
Correct. Where do we begin? Player 2.
Jazz musicians for 16.
His quartet's 1959 LP, Time Out, featured the classic hit, Take 5. Here's what we were looking for. Dave Brubeck.
Dave Brubeck.
Select again.
Dean Science for 16.
With a diameter averaging about 7 miles, it's the smaller of Mars's 2 moons.
What is Deimos?
Yes, player 1? That's correct.
And I will finish off that category.
Player 1. A chemical engineering book named for this process is subtitled Mass Transfer in Fluid Systems. Player 3?
What is diffusion?
You got it.
Yes.
You've got some money again.
And she gets the last clue because
Now
it's
let's
the
take a
Daily
look at
Double.
that $2,000
The other
bill,
one.
shall we? Answer. The other Daily Double. You're currently tied with
One with
player
1,050. Alright, here's the
Here
answer.
is your Daily Double clue. Leon Bismarck Beiderbecke, a legendary cornet player of the 1920s, was known by this 3-letter nickname.
What is BIX?
That is correct.
That's right. 2650 for her,
Looks like you'll all be
1600 for
losing
player
on
2,
Jeopardy after
and
this break.
17,200 for me.
Here comes the
and
final
the
Jeopardy.
final
players.
Jeopardy coming up. The category?
Is this.
Famous names.
Famous names.
Alright.
Please enter your weight.
I'll go for 800 on this one.
This is a good category.
Alright.
Here's the clue for
The
it.
answer is...
In the 19th century, he created a new type of reference work, a dictionary named from the Greek for treasury.
I will say, who is Noah Webster? Player 2, your response? Who is Noah Webster?
Sorry.
And that's wrong. You're going to lose 1,055, dropping you to 545 as we go
Let's
to
see
player
your
3.
response.
Clarence Barnhart.
Sorry.
That's
Your
wrong.
response will drop your score by.
You lose 150, taking you down to 2,500.
What did you put as your response?
And I said Webster. Well, we know that that's incorrect.
Incorrect
But I
response
only
will
lost
drop your
800,
score by.
dropping me to 16,400.
Here's what we
Peter
were looking for. Peter
Roger
Roger.
was who we needed.
Player 1.
Alright, 16,400 for today. A 5-day total now of $70,400.
Good game, everyone.
And
thank you so much
we
for
will see you next time.